A brand new hyper-modern airport is being built here, which is a new starting point for connecting Hainan to the world.
16年的9月份开始正式的动工，现在有4-5年的时间，建设过程还是比较复杂。
Here they build the 4F airfield zone, 3 types of ILS systems, instrument landing system, and a 300,000 square metre airport terminal building. This is a major project of symbolic importance for the construction of the Hainan Free Trade Port.
我们现在这个位置就是我们整个屋面上面一个整体一个网架，我们当时是用液压天津顶整体提升的。
The massive project took more than 1,400 days with more than 5,000 hard-working craftsmen who struggled day and night to accomplish the job. Pan Jian, on-site commander-in-chief of the Hainan Airport, Phase 2 expansion project headquarters. In 1992, Pan Jian came to Hainan to take part in the construction of the Sanya Phoenix Airport. During his career of more than 20 years, he participated in the construction of Hainan Airport, Boa Airport. Hainan Airport Phase 2 expansion project is a greater challenge.
16年的9月份开始正式的动工，现在有4-5年的时间，建设过程还是比较复杂。一个规模大，涉及的政府配套的项目多，涉及的专业多，各方面的协调也比较大。
Hainan Airport Phase 2 expansion project is a project that started 5 years ago. The geographical location of Hainan Island makes air transportation the main mode of transportation for passengers. From the establishment of a Hainan Special Economic Zone to the construction of Hainan Free Trade Port, the very fast development of Hainan has also promoted the rapid development of Hainan's air transport industry.
海口机场呢，当时吞吐量我们是从300多万，一直到目前的去年的2400多万这吞吐量，所以从吞吐量上就看出来这个海南的巨大的变化。
On September 6, 2016, the second phase expansion project of Hainan Airport, which is located in Haikou, Jiangdong New District, started construction. This new airport is a world-class airport. It is a major landmark project of Hainan Free Trade Port, and it carries the important mission of expanding and upgrading Hainan's passenger reception capacity. According to the plan, during Phase 2 of Hainan Airport, the 4F air zone will be constructed, having the highest level of current civil aviation in China. Also, a 300,000 square metre airport terminal, a comprehensive transportation hub, and other auxiliary projects will be realised. How can this blueprint of brand new, hyper-modern Hainan Airport Phase 2 become a reality? Hu Dongwei is General Manager of the Engineering Department for the airport terminal of the Hainan Airport Phase 2 expansion project. She worked as a construction engineer in many large public building projects. In 2003, she left her hometown and came to Hainan to participate in the Phase 1 of the expansion project of Hainan Airport.
我原来最早的时候，我进美兰机场呢是以专业工程师进来的，做完1期那个东扩以后，就是到那个凤凰机场援建了1年半。07年再回来的时候，再就是美兰机场那些个小项目，就到了15年，然后我们就开始做老楼改造，就做那个1期的老楼改造。做完老楼改造，就开始做这个2期的这个航站那个飞行区工程。
During these years of practical experience, Hu Dongwei increased her skills all the time. As long as she is present, many problems at the construction site are easily solved. Danger doesn't scare her. Her colleagues praise her as Wonder Woman. When she came in the project in 2016, Hu Dongwei started to hold the post of General Manager of the Engineering Department of the Airfield Zone. Since then, she has never left the front line of the construction, Every aspect of the project is registered in more than 10 notebooks.
我也是第一次做跑道，但是看一下那个技术规范呐，看一些图纸啊，基本是和我们原来做占屏，基本是性质是差不多了，就是我们所有的工序啊，各方面控制那些个节点都是差不多。
Building for the first time from scratch a completely new top-level airfield zone. For two-runway, both a challenge and a way to develop herself. The project of the airfield zone is the most important basic project of the airport. It has the complicated and important task to provide safe takeoff, landing and taxiing of aircrafts. The construction of airstrips is extremely demanding. The speed at which a plane weighing hundreds of tons takes off reaches about 500 kilometers per hour, which is 1.5 times faster than the speed of high-speed trains. To ensure the safety of flights, the airport's runway must be firm, durable and smooth. And the key point to guarantee the smoothness of a runway is that the stiffness of its foundation must be uniform. Hainan, with its tropical monsoon maritime climate, welcomes the rainy season from May to October every year. Rainy days pose many challenges to the construction of airstrips.
下雨比较多，因为我们这个土方要求对这个土质的要求啊还是很严格的，包括它那个含水率啊，将来以后的那个密实度啊等等，这个东西要求比较多。大家就是说知道这个机场是4F 类机场，也是最高等级机场嘛。然后大家都是很重视的，就是从我们就刚开始挖土，在强夯，包括我们的地基处理，地基处理过程中也是遇到了很多问题。虽然我们有地勘，但是我们地勘那些个点是不是多少距离布置一个点，并不是每个点都能布置到的啊。就是遇到一些个暗塘啊，就是本来它不是塘，但是可能挖，哎，底下发现它是暗塘，暗塘像这种基础是不行的，你知道吧？都要把它重新挖出来。
Hidden silt encapsulations constitute a kind of harmful geological condition. At the surface, they cannot be seen. Only after deep excavation, it can be seen that there is a deposit of silt. The deposited silt has low mechanical strength, strong compressibility, and poor seismic resistance, and therefore easily causes subsidence of the foundation of a built structure.
那当时啊，我们经常每天都在这个跑道上来去检查、检测，我们看它的抗折强度能不能满足要求。也有部分板块不符合质量标准，我们把它打掉让它重来重做。跑道最重要，因为它这个起飞降落的时候，它承受的冲击力是最大的。
那段时间基本是住在这里的，然后有时候晚上盯到10点、11点都有可能，有的时候盯着土方，因为有时候土方运它就不愿意运了嘛，然后我们就说，哎呀，今天这点土方不做完，明天那边的强行就做不了，可能就是盯的时间比较长。
All the people involved in the construction work very hard together and are collaborative in their efforts. Also, when they encounter a hidden silt encapsulation, even though the concrete has already been poured and must be destroyed and then poured again. In order to overcome factors such as complicated geological conditions, typhoon weather and so on, earthworks, foundation, pavement and other procedures are carefully planned by the headquarters, and the engineering department carefully organises the works in a scientific way. After 138,000 times of dynamic compaction, the paved concrete surface exceeds 2 million square metres, with a precision of a height difference within 5 millimetres. On September 29, 2018, the runway of the airfield zone was completed and displayed its final shape.
这条跑道呢，3600米长，我们现在的主跑道呢是60米宽，外加道间总共宽度75米。现在可以起降空客380，就是世界最大型的飞机。整个飞行区呢，现在也都是国内最高的标准设计。
At the same time, the Airfield Navigation Aid System adopted 3 types of the most advanced instrument landing systems, ILS, in the world. Pilots can take off and land with their aircraft without vision by relying on their onboard instruments. This will drastically reduce flight delays or flight cancellations caused by bad weather. While the construction of the flight area is progressing as scheduled, and the airport terminal is being connected with the flight area. A new stage of the construction is starting. An airport terminal is one of the main buildings of an airport. It is also the gateway for passengers to enter and exit a city. It's the place where passengers check in and hand over their luggage. It is also the place where passengers arrive. In short, it is the most crowded place in the airport. According to design requirements, Phase 2 of Hainan Airport Terminal building covers an area of 300,000 square metres. Its size is 3 times the size of the current T1 terminal. As a key project in the construction of Hainan Free Trade Port, the Hainan Airport Phase 2 expansion project has been designated as being a high-quality project and model project. This means that the applied standards and the difficulty of the construction are unprecedented.
在结构设计上面呢，我们采用了一个叫减隔阵的一个设计。这个呢，在中国我们总共有3家航站楼是有减隔阵方面的技术的。昆明机场之后到我们，再到大兴机场，减隔阵，这是一个比较先进的一个技术手段。在结构设计方面，它可以让我们降低建设成本，提高建筑物在地震来临的时候的安全性，既省钱又更安全。那这是我们这个航站楼比较重要的一个这个技术设计方面。
The new airport terminal is large and has a complex shape. After many rounds of technological verification and checking of the calculations of the installation, it was finally decided to apply a floor decoupling vibration insulation technology. In that way, a difficult problem of the structural design is solved, namely the isolation of seismic vibrations coming from the basement of the building. After completion, the airport terminal will be the largest building with floor decoupling vibration isolation technology in China. Hu Dongwei, who completed the construction of the airstrip, moved to the airport terminal building in order to become general manager of the engineering department of the airport terminal. She went from flight zone to the airport terminal, which are very different construction environments, where she is confronted with other challenges and pressures.
刚开始就是接航站楼的时候，正好是主体结构完了，然后屋面结构板上了，就是装饰板还没做，幕墙也是做了一点点，然后就是整个这个安装工程还没开始。等到我们做到这个安装阶段的时候，就大量的协调工作。
Every day, there are a lot of complicated on-site problems, which are waiting for Hu Dongwei to be solved.
我们在协调的过程中，尽量就是以服务的心态。如果图纸你不完善，或者是我们现场没协调好，他活干不了，那就是我们的责任。因为各种交叉，就包括我们安装和装修之间的交叉，安装和我们土建之间、原来之间，就是包括我们那个风口啊，和我们的构造柱啊，和我们那个过梁啊等等那些交叉，还有就是我们那个结构，还有和我们的建筑那个就是像幕墙之间的各种交叉点。它可能就有一些遗漏问题，可能就需要解决，而且可能当时看不到，做着才发现，因为我们30万平方，每个点都是不一样的。你就看我们这2个骑楼可能是一样的啊，但是我们2个骑楼可能风格呀，还有我们那个铺面的大小什么的那东西都是不一样的。
For the installation of pipes and power lines, multiple units enter the construction site at the same time, and therefore the number of intercrossing operations increases, and the difficulty of the coordination of the works intensifies.
我们冲刺630这段时间啊，我们每天基本就是为了这个装修这个吊顶，因为吊顶里面就是好多管线要做进去嘛，消防的呀、风管啊、电缆桥架呀，还有弱电桥架呀，还消防的还有桥架。个强电桥架，好多东西都要做在吊顶里边，那有大量的协调工作。我们每天开会，早上开会，我们是现场会的，就是走到这里说这一片哪天这还有什么活，谁家还有什么活啊？挨个问，然后谁家还有活，是哪天做完哪天做完，有没有问题啊？把这些东西都写上，然后时间点都写上。
Electrical cables and pipelines are essential for providing services such as electricity, water, fire protection, air conditioning, and internet in the airport terminal. Different cables and pipelines should be arranged hierarchically according to their functions. However, for different cables and pipelines, different construction units are responsible. Often, even more than 20 construction units are operating simultaneously. If there is an issue with cables or pipelines, this is a hidden danger and risk for later. The morning meeting for the construction site is held every day. More than 10 construction units reported one by one their own construction progress, difficulties, problems and matters which need coordination. Hu Dongwei solved these problems on site.
他就干了一个往前干了一步工作了，就是说他自己统计完了，觉得是这样的。你们谁要有什么活跟他说一声，哎，我这还有什么活，进去干，拿钥匙。啊，那个你这，你北京监工，吊顶你上不去了。小崔，你说的是什么问题？
我让他们去给你对一下。
我们机房啊就有1000多间，就是加强弱电、加空调、加上那个排风等。然后我们还有一些个办公室，也有1-2000间。这样的话，大家在收尾的过程中，肯定是就是，比如说我到哪个机房看了有问题啊，大家就是说对这个东西就是认识就是不太统一。他觉得哎我那做完了呀，但是我们可能说的是他旁边那个呀。
2天的时间，拿着一摞子纸，办公室。就写是办公室哪个区域的办公室写得很清楚，展示是哪个，这里面还有什么活，标注在纸上，贴在门上，贴得很清楚。
It is a huge project, a long and slow construction process. Not any detail should be neglected. All the rooms are given a standard-sized serial number. It might seem a simple task of bringing these numbers in line. It improves the efficiency of subsequent communication. According to the requirements, the airport terminal building of 300,000 square metres will be numbered within 2 days. It is specific about the location, the function, the person in charge. When a problem of overlapping tasks is encountered, it is clear at a glance who needs to be contacted. There is a systematic coordination, difficulties are tackled and various problems are solved. The 17,586 sets of equipment in the core area of the airport terminal and the 400,000 metres of wires and cables have been seamlessly connected without again dismantling or changing anything afterwards. With the joint efforts of all participants, on June 30, 2020, the main part of the airport terminal building has been completed. We entered immediately the stage of the commissioning and acceptance of the completion of the site.
我刚管这个航站楼的时候，它是个架子，到现在你看我们的玻璃也都上了，窗明几净了，然后我们的灯火通明了哈，然后我们的设备设施都完善了哈，然后我们的功能性都具备了，觉得这个时候还是有成就感。
从现在看，我们应该说候机楼的整体的效果呢，能够达到了设计要求，设计人员也满意。另外呢，各界来参观的，大家也都是给予了很高的评价。
The architectural design of the airport terminal is inspired by the tropical gardens and elegant roofs in Hainan's traditional architecture. The terminal is composed of 5 parts, namely the central main building, the southwest corridor, the northwest corridor, the southeast corridor, and the northeast corridor. It has 5 check-in islands and 110 check-in counters, of which 88 are domestic ones and 22 are international ones. The total commercial area is about 33,000 square metres, and the duty-free commercial area is 10,600 square metres. It is the largest duty-free commercial area in the airports of China.
一看就知道是海口机场。一个是我们的绿化的占有率，我们现在在候机楼内的绿化面积有1万多平方米，这是在全国甚至全世界的机场，可能是我们整个的绿化面积、绿化占有率算很高的一个机场。另外呢，我们整个的采光顶的设计，除非特殊的天气，阴天啊，天气很暗，那么大部分的时间我们都不需要照明。那么这个也是符合绿色环保的要求，节能的要求。另外，我们在海南的这个文化的植物方面也做了很多工作。骑楼是我们海南的传统的建筑， 我们把它植入到候机楼里边来，这个在全国地方其他地方也是没有的，是我们独有的东西。这个是我们就国内唯一的一家机场，带有开场式的外廊。从这儿登机桥一下来，就到了海南了。这个香甜的空气，这个海风吹过来，让人感觉很舒服。
This is the biggest airport that Pan Juan has ever built in his career, and he has engraved every detail of it in his heart. When watching this brand new airport, all those who participated in its construction have the same excited feelings as Pan Juan. On the afternoon of July 30, 2020, an A330 wide-body aircraft of Hainan Airlines slides onto the new runway of the Hainan International Airport, Phase 2 expansion project. This is the first test flight of a wide-body aircraft on the new runway. The plane goes up into the sky along the runway, it takes off and lands. The first test flight was successfully completed. This means that the new airport has already the capability of guaranteeing safe take-off and landing of civil aircrafts. And that has officially shifted from the building phase to the operational and navigation phase. The new gateway to the air of Hainan Free Trade Airport is ready to go.
看到飞机从我们自己建设的跑道上起飞、降落，非常兴奋。一个重要的项目完成了，那么对我们来说，确实是很有成就感。
真的是，而且特别画面也特别美啊，很壮观啊，我觉得啊，然后就有点小激动。
When Hainan International New Airport is put into operation, the airport will operate in dual runway mode. In that way, a maximum annual passenger capacity of 45 million passengers will be ensured. The airport will also have an annual freight and mail handling capacity of 600,000 tonnes. The airport will also provide the so-called 5th and 7th freedom of navigation rights, so that an annual capacity of 8 to 10 million international passengers can be achieved. In that way, the necessary conditions for Hainan to become an international aviation hub are provided. After 5 years, from mud to beauty, from blueprint to reality, the construction workers of the Hainan Airport Phase 2 expansion project, with the rigorous attitude of ever improving, created a brand new and hyper-modern airport.